Hey everybody, Real World Prepper here. I'm going to link a video that I did a year or more ago about my plans to liquidate a retirement fund into some hard metals, which I have not done. This video is going to speak on that a little bit. Also, when I'm struggling for the word I'm looking for, it is fiduciary. So you'll know it when you find it. Stay tuned. I'm getting out of the game. I'm pulling my money. I'm investing in some very important infrastructure here at Area 53, such as that hand pump for my well, which I had mentioned many times before. Investing in, as I've mentioned before, all the way back to a year ago. Look, I'm glistening. So, been out here working, it's sweaty. Plus, I'm facing the sun. But anyway, we're gonna do some coin, some silver, some gold. We're gonna act fast. We're gonna liquidate this retirement garbage plan that I have. That's not gonna go anywhere. That I don't believe is anyway. And I'm gonna do it in such a way so that if it does start to pop back off in a way that is positive, then I can reinvest and kind of get back in and all that good stuff. We're preparing for the worst and hoping for the best, although my logical brain says, hey, do it this way, do it that way, do it the other way, but my sensibilities and my gut tells me to do it in a way that goes against what is considered normal and the right thing to do in the world that we're sold and pitched every day of our lives for the last umpteen years. This is a very interesting time for us here at this household because I'm starting to pull the trigger on decisions that have been the toughest for me, that have been the scariest, that have been the hardest for me to set down what the implied right way to do it is. That the way the ways that you were told by your grandparents and your parents to do, and that all the experts say to do, and blah 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 and all that. Well, who is the expert here? No, I'm not a financial expert. I'm not a what do you call it? Not financier, but what's the word? The money guy. I can't think of it. If I think of it, I'll say it. But I'm not that guy. But I don't know. You look at the markets and regardless of what you're hearing about, oh, the markets are great, they're strong, everything's great. No, they're not. And if you look at the guys who really follow this stuff, and they're not going to be on mainstream, much like anything else that's worth hearing, you're not going to find it on mainstream, okay? But if you look at these guys who follow this stuff and know what's going on and know how the trends go, they all say the same thing. The next 5 to 6 months are going to be horrendous as far as your stock market, particularly when you get closer to the fall and winter. That's when you're going to see things really starting to fall. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take my paltry little 401k, and I mean paltry. I've been contributing for about 10 years, and I started contributing with some real veracity about 3 years ago. My financial situation changed to where I could contribute more, and I really, and I even changed the parameters of the plan, trying to maximize, and even still, with all the dips and the ebbs and flows, the crests and the waves and all that, it's just not a lot. When I look at it in terms of if I work for another 18 years and then retire, if I'm able to do so, at the rate of growth, it's not enough. In fact, it's almost just a slap in the face. It's maybe going and buying a new car. You know what I mean? So I don't know. This is what we're going to do. I'm going to give this a shot. Invested in some, like I say, in some coin, some metals, and a couple of infrastructure projects we want to do here at Area 53. I have some uncertainty about this, but I also have a piece about God leading me to do things that are going to be better for me and my family. And I may be switching things around in a year or two, depending on how things go. Hopefully we can grow a little wealth, if only a little. If it's just a little more than what we've got, and we can do it inside of a 12 to 24 month time frame, should the systems be still up and operational, then I can parlay that back into some liquidable cash to move back into a 401k or wherever I see fit. We're doubling down on supplies. We're making bulk runs. I'm trying to find ammunition where I can in bulk that is not ridiculously priced. I'm doing the things. You guys should be thinking about these things too. I'm not saying you should. I'm not offering financial advice or any kind of thing like that, but I'm just saying that if there's anything that you guys can do similar to this in your situation, that you should definitely be looking into it. So just a little something for you guys to think about right now. This is what I'm doing. Think about it. Look into your own situation. See what you can do to take advantage of where we are. If we're on a high right now, or at the very least at a high point that is eventually going to go to a low point, if you can take advantage of it financially through the system, through the market, do it. Why not? Do it. Do everything you can to better yourself financially and otherwise in all your preparations. So that's all I got. Hey, thanks, Real World Prepper. Peace.